Here we are. Wigwag wins the cookie tonight.
Eh,
And John, Schuylkill River race fan. Let's see who else we got there. Dave BNSF. Jim Tedesco's in the house. Dwight Curley. And that's it. That's all I see right now.
well, hello, everybody.
I like the way you did that, Dave.
I'm trying to finish my dinner. Switch cameras and then take a bite of dinner.
Turn the camera away so nobody sees you sticking that big mouthful in. Oh,
Saying I got a big
hello,
mouth.
everyone.
I get a good view of the train, maybe.
Welcome to the fifth Tuesday.
So Geronimo.
So Geronimo.
Yeah.
Hello, so.
Hey,
Kyle
Rayon,
Stevens.
Kyle.
Yeah, Rayon VR. Rayron.
Ray-Ron. Say it fast 3 times.
No. Tony, if he gets his power back on, he'll be on. But he said he had a storm come through and it took out his power and his internet.
Hey, what's up, Joe Rader?
Hey, Joe. Let me get back to this camera.
Jim, how close is that hurricane coming to you? Jim Tedesco.
See Curly, Jim.
Tuna face.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to hit around, Tampa area, I think.
No, it's going north of that.
Oh, is it?
According to what they were saying. It was more like coming up toward the Jacksonville area.
Oh,
Like
okay.
right up in that there crook there, you know.
Yeah.
Eminem, what's going on, Eminem?
Hey, Mark.
Joe Raider! My buddy Joe. Eminem Rails, Mark.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear, hey, Anthony Borden, how's it going? If you didn't hear, Tony's out of commission because of his internet and his electricity right now, so hopefully he'll be able to join us later.
We had a bad storm here. Thursday we had tornadoes here. Thursday night.
Yeah, we had them here too, Dave. Not very far from my house at all. I know it woke me up about 3:00 in the morning, and it was the most eerie sound I think I ever heard in my life. But it didn't touch nothing right around here.
The wind sounded like it just slapped my house.
Right.
I didn't really hear any wind. The next thing I knew, it was like bam.
Well, it took out a campground and a couple farmers up in the and bunches of trees.
Yeah, we had a big tree down. We spent most of Sunday. Some big limbs off of our big tree down. So,
but thank goodness nobody got hurt, severely hurt. Nobody got killed.
Yeah,
they took a bunch of people to the hospital. In that campground, a guy was in his tent, man, and a tree come down through his tent. I can't even imagine.
No, me either.
And then one came down through a camper. But Steve Childress, how's it going tonight?
Hey, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
So every time Dave puts a bite in his mouth, he takes the camera off of him.
You noticed that, huh?
Oh, man.
Dave BNSF N scale. Hey, Dave, you need BNSF N scale. You need to fly up here. I think it's not this weekend, the next weekend. To Altoona, they're having a big N scale train show. We're N scalers, period.
What is that? That's in Altoona?
Yeah, it's in Altoona. I put it on my Indian Head Facebook group page, the advertisement for it.
Yeah, I don't go on Facebook as much as I used to.
Hey, Rob, how are you doing? And Jerry.
Hi, Rob.
Ray Bertelson's here.
Jerry. There's Jerry. Boxcar Jerry.
RDNT.
RDNT. That's Randy. How's it going? So we decided to form the panel here together
Hey, Anthony.
so that we can answer your questions with all our expertise.
Uh,
And if you feel obliged to take our advice, good luck.
That's on you.
That's on you.
That's your fault.
We'll try to answer your questions.
So, Jerry, I am not going to Timonium in October. I'm going next April, though. But I don't know about Wilmer or Dave.
Hey, you never know if the crow flies the right way.
The crow ain't flying in October. Let me tell you.
Okay. Well, you never know. You never know about me. Things go right now the way things are with mine and my wife's health. I spend almost every week at least about 3 or 4 days going to doctors. So we'll have to see how it goes. Trackside Mike.
Hey, Trackside Mike.
Rob, why run negative 4? I still have a hard time saying it. I've been saying it for years.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
Why are you naked?
Why are you negative 4?
Yeah.
4. You got to put the 4 in.
4.
That's just like
why are you naked for?
Plus. You have to put the plus in.
Except down south, we say naked.
Hey, Anthony.
Naked.
Naked.
Hey, the scene looks good, man. I didn't get a chance to text him back. He sent me some photos of a scene he was just working on, some scenery. And I didn't get a chance to answer you back.
Anthony.
Yeah.
What's he working on down there in that I call it a ditch, but I guess it was
kind of over in that area where that aggregate plant and everything is.
Yeah.
That's a guy who don't give himself enough credit. You always yell at me. He does some awesome.
Right. He does some nice work. I love his logging scene there.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
Have mine looking like that.
Grandpa John. Yeah,
Hey,
I don't think
John.
any of us is naked. I don't think we will be either.
It's not that kind of show.
No.
I didn't bring enough dollar bills.
This is a family show.
Not to mention, we don't want anybody committing suicide.
That's right.
Cause a mental health crisis. All right.
So we're open for this is open question night. Throw questions out. We'll try to answer them for you. If we don't know, we'll refer you to Tony.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be too long, that board.
Yeah, we'll make Tony answer everything. That's right.
Yeah, Jim, if I just took my shirt off, you'd go blind.
So, any pre-orders are we interested in? Ray Ron says. I have actually got some Atlas tank cars on pre-order. Some 20,000 gallon tank cars, an Eastman Chemicals, and Calumet Refinery, and there's 3 more, and I don't remember what they are. But that's all I have for pre-orders. What are any of you guys are doing pre-orders?
Well, I got some scale trains that actually I got to pay for by Friday. some locomotives. There's AC 4400s. So those are due, and I got to pay for those. And then what else I got? I don't know.
Joe, I'm not hiding behind an F unit. I just thought the F unit is more interesting than my face.
Hey, John.
Well, there you go. Deep Run Railroad. Mike, how are you?
Central of Georgia Heritage Unit. Boy, that sounds nice.
Mm.
That was Anthony. Wilbur don't do pre-order.
Wilmer's smart.
His pre-order is I go to the train store, and if it's there and I got the money, I buy it. Or I look online, and if I got the money, I buy it.
Yeah.
And sometimes even when I don't have the money, if I want it, I buy it. But
Hey, Rick. Hey, Pappy.
Pappy.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Sometimes if we don't have the money, we still buy it anyway.
That's true. That's unfortunate, but true. So
Rail Artist is here.
He's in total lurking mode,
Yeah.
eating dinner. Hey, that didn't stop Dave. He stayed in eating mode even though he was on air. So
I still could be.
Probably even got some leftovers there.
I do. I haven't finished.
We know how it is, Ray Ron.
Boy, do I
Digging
know
into
how
savings for the train show.
Boy, we know how it is.
Yeah.
Robert's favorite place at Timonium's right next to the ATM.
Right.
Every time we lost them, that's where we found them.
Yep. We hunted all over the place. Get to the ATM. There's Robert fighting the ATM.
That's it. Give me more money.
Yeah,
Well, thanks, Rob. That caboose is actually on the end of my train here I've got. And, yep, that's my F Unit 95. I'm almost done. I've got to weather it a little bit more, but it's almost finished. I'll slowly bring around some.
That's a nice unit. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep. I like F units. I like them and switchers. Really like the switchers. It don't matter what kind of switcher either. I like them all.
There's that one layout. It's
That one.
I think he does more on Facebook than DJ's Trains has kind of featured him. Not just a couple weeks ago, even. His last name is Johnson, maybe. No, but he does a Union Railroad. It's all like most of it's switchers.
Yeah, well, if you ever been to, when you come down here, if you want, I'll take you up to Union Railroad's switching yard.
Yeah,
and that's all they use. That's all they use is switchers. My buddy's dad, he used to be he was a conductor brakeman until he retired Union Railroad for the Union Railroad. I remember when I was a teenager, me and my buddy would go down there and pick his dad up, and we'd borrow the car.
Yeah.
It's a big yard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I put a drop of gray and a drop of tan in the white paint when I mixed it.
Hello, Tiny Town Trains.
Tiny Town, how you doing?
I need to find me some small tank cars, like kind of like surf cars, more in the modern era. But
So
everything I've seen is crazy expensive.
Steve Childers needs to go into timeout
What?
because he's asking me if I'm going to add a maple leaf to any of my locomotives.
Oh man,
You want to be prototypical.
I don't think you're going to live that down. You didn't even do anything.
I'll never live it down.
They act
So
like you did it.
what? Yeah, I know, Dave. I hadn't weathered my tank cars yet. What? Everybody's asking what Dave is doing.
Oh, doing another one of those light boards
Ah,
for the for those passenger cars.
He's putting lights in his passenger car if you haven't seen his last video.
Spending a shit ton of money on something I didn't buy. It didn't cost me much to buy. But I like tinkering around with stuff like this. I've gotten way more into it as I've gotten, further along in the hobby. I still don't understand signaling and that kind of stuff. But Wilmer, did you see my switching video?
Your switching video? No, I didn't.
I just put it out today.
I didn't. I'll have to go back and look for it. If you did a switching video, I want to see it.
Yeah,
I really do.
I used the car cards. I tried to do it as close to the way Dave and them do it, but
I saw your switching video.
Yeah.
Hi, James Galton.
James, how's it going? Thank you, Jake. James knows KCS is not CP. Joe Rader says he has a tank car with coffee in it for Dave.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'd be my kind of tank car, that's for sure.
Oh. Deep Run Railroad, Mike, he says your video made real sense of your card car system to him.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's I learned that from Wilmer and his buddy Dave. And I tried to get it. This I was going to get your opinion on it, Wilmer, to see if you feel like I got it pretty well.
Well, I have
when you get a chance to watch it, no rush.
Yeah, when you're not working your overtime, since you're going to be doing that, I'll have to plan a time to come on up and invade your place, and we'll run a session.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I really look forward to that.
Hello, Brian, Iron Horse Model Railroad.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, I'd love to have you up. That's what I'm saying. Maybe in April, when Robert, if he comes back up in April, spend time at your place. Maybe we can get you over here one of those days too. I mean, hopefully I'll get you over here before that, but
yeah,
maybe so.
It'd be kind of cool to get him up while he's here.
Till I get this hole in me fixed up. It might be a while before I do any serious traveling.
Yeah, you still having find that infection or what?
I've been going to a wound center and they ain't getting it. I'm having a problem getting it to heal up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can be tricky.
Rail artist who's lurking. Flying Crow, is that a brass caboose?
It is indeed. It is a
Sure.
brass caboose.
Anybody got any shows or anything you're going to coming up? Robert, you didn't get to go to that one in Arkansas with what's his name?
No, I
Jason,
couldn't
did you?
make it. I wanted to, but I just wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
But I do have one coming up into September. Going to Plano, which is a Dallas suburb, and supposed to meet John Dilly there and Jack Jack.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's a combination, John Dilly and Jack Jack.
I was fortunate enough to meet John Dilly once at the Steamtown meet and greet. What was that, 2018 or 19, Wilmer?
Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, he came up here for that.
Yep, he came all the way up here, and it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, James. I did see that. I saw that. Joe Rader has got the caboose collection. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I'm looking forward to it also, John.
Sammy and Ray are planning on going to Timonium, in October? I'd really like to go, but I don't know if I can afford it. I'll be all honest with you.
I'd like to go in October. It's my wedding anniversary, and I don't think that'll happen.
Oh yeah, your wife would love to go do
Mhm.
that for your wedding anniversary, I'm sure.
Hey, she's a champ.
Hey, we did go to Timonium, and it was April last year too, right?
Yeah.
She'll go because she wants to see Anthony, her buddy Anthony.
I'm with you on that, Rail Artist. Thoughts and prayers to all the family and friends in Florida. Stay safe. Got that hurricane coming through in the northern part, which they don't usually get up in there like that. Not full strength like that. I think they said 70 years since the last one hit in through there.
This weather's just been something else, man.
Yeah. Hello, River Raisin. River Raisin?
Yeah. River Raisin has been in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick, I think it's usually
Randall?
early. The Berea show is usually early October, first or second weekend. As far as I know, they're doing it. I'll let you know when I find out for sure. River Raisin, that's Rick's Railroad. For anybody that doesn't know, he changed his name.
Who is it?
Rick's Railroad.
Oh, Rick's. And he changed his name to River Raisin. Thank you, Grandpa Rails. He says there's 2919 in here.
Aha. We're shooting for 100. We got to get 100 people in here.
You're gonna be here a while. I'll be in bed.
We're not going to leave. We're going to do a marathon. We're not leaving until we get 100 people.
Robert's going to do a marathon.
Robert and then Artie's gonna take over for the remainder.
Yeah, we can get Artie on with you. He'd help you.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
So Sparky, are you going to Timonium in October? You got to go in April. April is the month for Timonium. Remember that.
because that's when Robert likes to go.
That's when I'm coming up. Yeah, you're right, Derek. Robert and Marathon don't go together.
Here's my next project right there.
Ooh, that looks good. What's that about?
Well, I got this crazy guy that asked me to build him a shack for on his layout. And no, I can't just build a shack. So this is what they call, what do they do? What do they call this thing? I forget. It's some kind of weird name house. But they used them down south, and it was made so that the air would go between. The house was divided in two with a corridor in the center that was open, and the air would go through and it'd keep the whole house cool in the summer. And I find it an interesting challenge. What do they call that thing? You're the one that told me about it.
Dog trot houses.
A dog trot.
Yeah.
And the only reason I think they called it a dog trot is because while you was trotting, you tripped over half a dozen dogs on the porch. So
Yeah, shotgun houses are a little bit different, Anthony.
but I'm going to make this one, and it's going to be an abandoned house, so it's going to be it's going to look. I'm going to try to make it look a little rough looking. So
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that.
there will be video.
Yeah, a shotgun house usually has a hallway with rooms off of each side. A dog trot is actually got an open breezeway with with the rooms off on each side. So it's almost like two little shacks joined by a single roof.
Marks Hudson, no, 1829 is rare.
I think we have what's called a breezeway here. A lot of times people will put a breezeway between their garage and their house. And that's what we call
Right,
it.
right.
It's not really like a room. It's not really insulated usually or anything. It just keep you out of the weather.
Well,
Make it almost like an attached garage, these old houses.
yeah.
Tony's doing fine. He just had a thunderstorm come through and wipe out his internet and his electricity. So, but otherwise, that's why he's not here.
He said if it comes on, he'll try to jump in. Joe says Jack sending him more. Wait till you see what Robert's going to throw at you, Jack. Or Jack. Oh, Joe. Let me go take some Geritol.
That's what you get, Joe, for being so good. That's right, John. It'll keep him out of trouble. I know, Joe probably gets in a lot of trouble, and us sending him projects keeps him out of trouble. Thomas Moore, Lionel Train. How you doing? Yep, I actually am going to be painting some more trains. So I've got a Jeep 38 and a Jeep 9 to paint.
That's cool.
Good. Good. Whatever that word is. Yin Jing. I
What?
don't work.
What?
There. There. You can read it. There it says. Joe Ray.
Good. I think it's a typo. I think he's probably meant good thing he doesn't work.
Oh.
His finger was off by one key.
Come on, Joe, get it together, will you?
Yeah. Come on, you got to learn that touch type system.
Steve 87th.
There's Steve.
He wants to know whose paint is drying faster.
We were just watching Dave solder.
We're watching Dave solder. His solder's drying pretty quick.
Can you even see me solder?
Yeah, we just watched you solder.
No, Tom. No, Thomas
all them-
Moore. I'm not gonna paint
Fuzzy
CPKC.
nose hairs there. That's what it looks like that you're going to have sticking up out of the top of your train there.
Oh, I gotta clip those all off. It's all the length, the extra.
Yeah,
length.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I was just being ornery.
I got like your LEDs, you got your capacitors, and resistors. I got to put the diode rectifier on there. Oh, it's a cool board. I mean, the guy designed them and you print them out. You order them and they print them out as the orders come in. Almost like 3D printing. PCP boards, PC, is that what they're called? I guess.
Yeah,
It just
that's what you called them in your video.
takes all the thinking out of it. I'm sure there's a way to do this without spending the money on the board, but it just keeps everything nice and neat. And it works. The lights don't flicker or anything.
Dave can solder and eat at the same time. But just so it don't
These are the
stab
ones
the
I got
flux.
done.
Can you imagine getting a spoonful of flux? Ooh.
Oh, a flux, yeah. That would not be too tasty. Trying to eat my cold dinner now.
Thomas Moore says he's got an original Marx train set with a Hudson. Nice.
That's gonna be worth a few bucks.
Yeah.
Not
Flux
that,
looks
not that he
like-
wants to sell it, but I'm just saying it's gonna be worth a few bucks.
Yeah. Flux does look like honey. Well, there you go. M&M, use the soldering iron to warm up your food. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I get to see him. You're going to that pop-up, right, Mark? On the 16th? And I ordered my chocolate factory kit. I just was emailing with Chris, Go Via, Go Home. He's planning on doing one of those kit builds with whoever wants to do it live. So in the meantime, when Anthony comes up here, he can help me figure out how to lay this area out a little bit better. That's the thing. I don't do a bad job building once I figure it out. I just don't really have good vision. Not vision like creativity vision. To look at an area and say, okay, well, that spur should go here in this building. I'm gonna, kit bash it. I'm gonna put this wall this way and that one that way, and it takes me a long time to see it. Sometimes I need a little hand. Like with this concrete factory or concrete company, derailed Darrell, man. Him and I were on StreamYards. I don't know how many times. Just kind of assessing the area and figuring out what would look better. I'd move buildings around. He said, hey, move it over here like this. Try that. Just it's kind of fun. It's almost like, I don't really have a club around me to like have anybody nearby to work on anything. It's cool. It's fun.
Hey, Tom, Split Rock showed up. How you doing?
There you go. Nice cup. I didn't even grab a cup today. I got my decaf right now. Gotta go to bed.
I got my Thursday morning cup.
Nice. Well, you got the one that still has the original time on it too.
Yeah.
So Dave, BNSF would not touch that caboose. Which caboose? The one on mine, or my red one, or?
I've Ralph. Mark, I have rail fanned with them, and they are a lot of fun. Pappy, you can't keep up with him. He's fast, man.
Who?
Pappy, when you're rail fanning with him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is fast, man.
That was a cool video he put out.
You're standing there, you're talking to him, and next thing you look at, he's way down the tracks.
Yeah.
Get a different shot.
Running across 4-lane roads and from one
Oh,
side.
Steve was saying saying I should add a beaver to my caboose. I ain't touching that caboose. Oh, I tell you, you people, I'm going to have to time out everybody.
Yeah. You're all in timeout.
Raider says decaf. That's like taking a shower with a raincoat on.
Well, Joe,
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't like decaf either.
I do have to go to bed when this is over. Usually it don't bother me, but
Thanks, Dave. Oh yes, Dave, you can stay because you are defending my caboose. Dave BNSF can stay because he's defending it.
got to time everybody else out.
Yeah, everybody else gets timed out, especially Wilmer.
Well, show's over. See ya.
Jerry says make him a moderator and he'll time him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Tom. I've got to get busy weathering some cars. Yeah. Well, Rob, you can have one of those cabooses. Look how every once in a while they'll come up on brasstrains.com if you want one. I'll even paint it for you if you get one. I wonder what that was, James. Yeah, that caboose is a Brass Eagle import, I think.
What train am I running? Okay, I got two trains going. Here, I'll show you here. Oh, wait. Right angle. There went my Pennsylvania. That's a GP30. And I got also running a Alco S4 switcher running. The GP30 is pulling a flat car with an Indian Head Valley box car, a Crooked River and Eastern box car, a GMO Redbird Tony Special, and a dirty old Crowbird. That's missing the maple leaf.
Oh, that's it, Wilmer. Let's see. How can I take him out of here?
Take him out.
Thanks, Tom.
Can't take that guy anywhere.
I know.
See how there it is.
Yeah, that's his weathered up KCS boxcar.
Yeah. I went a little overboard with the weathering. Oh.
It happens. That's probably the hardest thing. One of the hardest things to learn, man, is to just weather a little bit.
Yeah, because you get going and you're saying, oh, I'll just put a little bit more here and a little bit more there. And before you know, you're looking at it and you're going, oh, man, I messed up.
Man, I got this whole thing. I can't even see what kind of car it is anymore.
I use that for switching, and I have a really hard time finding the numbers on it sometimes.
Oh, Joe's saying, where's his Black Rock Central boxcar?
It's over. I got it. I got it staged on a operations that I'm running right now, Joe. It gets a lot of use.
I got the weather in a flat car one time. I got weathered it so much it ended up looking like a box car.
Yeah, that's what I really went a little too far with. And I have another one here. It's staged too. It's a rail box car. It was just a cheap. It was one of the first ones I did. It was a cheap Tyco that I decided to try my hand at weathering with, and it started looking really good, and then I took it a little too far, and then it started looking really bad.
Yeah.
But I've done a few that looks pretty good too. So.
Yeah. Well, those are the ones that start out with to practice on the old cheapy ones, so you don't ruin something that was expensive.
Well, that KCS one wasn't a cheapie.
Yeah, you can always strip them down.
I just messed up.
The KCS was a freebie.
It was a gift, and I messed it up, and I feel bad about that.
Oh, don't. It doesn't look that bad. I thought it looked pretty good, actually.
I mean, don't look that good, but don't look that bad.
It looks like
you should see some of KCS's stuff back in the 60s and 70s. it was bad.
That's why the Canadians had to come in, man, clean that place up. Oh, come on, Robert. Give a giggle. It ain't that bad.
I'm out.
Time out.
So
Aaron said he liked your Sinclair station.
Yep. That was a I don't have it on a tripod. That was a 3D printed building, believe it or not, and I just took it and weathered it and doctored it up a little bit further and made it my own. And yeah, I'm happy the way that turned out. I'm very happy the way that turned out. Man, that's called a close-up shot.
And then you got it faded. You got to get some rust spots in there around the doors and stuff.
Well, I guess I got my big body in there. I can't really show you. There. You can see it now.
Yeah, there you go.
Not to hog the channel or anything. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
There we go. That looks good.
I like that view better.
Yeah, it is a lot better than us all three crammed together, ain't it?
How did you take control of that?
Ancient Chinese secret.
Whatever, man.
How did I get control of it?
Actually, I made him an administrator on my channel, so
Oh, that's, yeah, all right. That's okay, Robert.
that's
It's all right, man.
on the StreamYard. You have to do it on the StreamYard thing.
On the StreamYard, you have to go into where it says members, and you can put in. If you're on the free version like we are, you can only do it to one person. You can make them administrator or a moderator, and they give each thing gives you a little bit of control to help out with it. And that's the only reason we did that is because that way we can help each other in reading the chat and stuff when we do our On Track Tuesdays. Especially if we're doing a project, it's nice to have someone reading the chat to you and have control to help you. It is nice. It works out real nice. Now, if you're a premium, you can make as many people as you want, I guess. Yeah, the F units do look great. I wouldn't dirty them up anymore, Robert. They're got it just about right.
That's just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that front one, 95 there, it needs some dirt, a little dirt around the bottom, but that's all.
They're on the cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be all right. We'll let you slide on that one.
Okay.
That's a nice scene, Dave.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
It's coming together. It needs a lot more detail, but I'm happy
What
with it.
building is that over there?
What's that?
What building is that?
The little one?
Yeah.
That's going to be the office for the cement plant, which is just to the left
okay.
of the screen there.
All right.
So, yeah. I think so, anyways. That's from the the Magic Pan Bakery. That Walters kit.
Yeah, you're right, Geronimo. It's those Highliner shells. They don't have. You can't. I guess I could have made the lighted number boards if I wanted to. If I had drilled some holes in the back, it would have been a big thing. So I'm not worried about it. KCS ran with them half off half the time anyway, so it's not a big deal.
ICG, that's Tony's deal there, ain't it? He likes that and the
Yeah,
GMO.
and GM&O, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. When you're working with oils, you got to wait for them to dry. Yeah, Derek, I'm still here. You can still hear me, can't you, Wilmer?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, well, as long as you can. I don't know if anybody else can.
I hear you.
So, what kind of questions? Anybody's got any questions for us?
Robert, when you put together your models, what is your favorite glue?
Well, it depends on the material.
Well, let's say a Walther's kit.
Then I use Tester's glue. Usually the in the tube.
What is it?
The old tube glue?
Yep, usually the Tester's tube. Yep.
That stuff that makes a string 10 miles long.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. I usually what I
usually
do
does whether you want it to.
what I do is I put it on a toothpick and then do it. And the reason I use that is that is actually, believe it or not, it's plastic melted into the solvent. That tube glue is. It's clear plastic melted into the solvent.
Yeah.
So that's why I like using it. Now, sometimes I'll use the liquid stuff, but now as far as metal or joining dissimilar materials, I will use, hold on, let me see if I got it.
Right now, I'm gluing some weights into this passenger car. It's plastic and this is metal. Use this E6000.
Yeah, I use that sometimes.
But I only use it for certain things like this, you know.
But I've got a JB Weld glue that's it's gray when you mix it, so the two components are black and white. But when you mix it, it's an epoxy, but it's a slow drying epoxy. But when it dries, you won't get anything apart. And I love using that if there's something if I'm joining like plastic and metal or wood and metal or something, that stuff will dry and you will never pull it apart. So that's what I use when I join dissimilar things.
I did it again.
The only thing is, like I said, it takes a long time to dry, so you've got to make sure there's some way to keep the parts in position while they're drying.
I'm trying to hang on to my last bottle of Model Master I use for the kits, you know.
Yeah.
And I use there's a Fowler brand I have, and that's not too bad either.
Right here?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if it was the Expert one or I think mine was orange.
I like the Expert. I've been using it now for quite a while. I really like it. The only thing I don't like is that stupid little tube. I had to make this cap. I made it. I put a piece of wire in it, and so the wire goes down. I feed the wire into the tube so it don't plug up.
Yeah, this Model Master will do the same thing with the metal thing. So I have it came with a little wire to use.
But if those clog up, you just heat them up with a little with a lighter or match or something. Heat up the metal tube and it'll unclog it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if I remember it, I read something about it being extremely flammable. Do not light
Yeah.
flame. Highly flammable.
Yep.
Do
We'll
not
see.
light on
Well,
fire.
that's why a match works.
That's probably where we got the term flying crow.
Yeah, that's right.
I ain't
Yeah,
putting a match to
I've got a
nothing
bunch
that
of
says
model mats
highly
too. I've got
flammable.
about 3 or 4 bottles of it that I haven't used yet.
I was like, I watched, what was it, Daryl? I think it was Derail Daryl. I watched him. He said to take a blowtorch to get the bubbles out of the
Yeah. The
liquid
epoxy.
water.
The resin water. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Well,
I think it'll work.
Daryl's in here. Do you have any eyebrows left, Daryl? No.
Is Daryl in there? Hey, there he is. Hey, Daryl. I'm sorry. I didn't
I
see
know
him.
it might work. It probably does work. It's just
Yeah.
I ain't brave enough to do that.
Oh, it'll work.
Yep.
No, I just use the
Yeah, I know just the two,
old
but
breath in the straw method.
I ain't put no flame to it. I put my little wire in it. I've been doing it for years now. It works good.
Yeah.
No flame. No. Don't want no fire around my layout, my house. Nope.
No sense of adventure.
Nope.
So Joe Rader says he's been using acetone with a small paintbrush. Yeah, I guess that
You know,
will work.
Mr. Garlic uses something. And I think that's what it is acetone. But don't quote it. And he has a regular little applicator that he uses that he applies with.
So what is that for plastic kits? What does it do? Melt the
Plastic kits,
plastic?
yeah. Yeah, for plastic. He's got a can of it. It's about like this big. It's a big can.
I got a can of that stuff.
And he
too.
said that's enough to do it the rest of my lifetime. And it is. It's
Yeah.
you've seen all the houses and stuff he has on his layout, and and has still got probably 3/4 of a can.
Yeah.
That's right, Rob. A torch will get the bubbles out of the epoxy, but if it catches fire and starts to burn, you get the bubbles again. You get more in the bubbles, you better run.
Yeah, for sure. I just when I did mine, I just used the straw and then you blow hot air through it. You don't just blow. You kind of
Yeah, a straw will work. Yeah,
Yeah.
blow through it. Yeah.
if you don't have a lot of them. I mean, if you got a lot of bubbles, you went too fast. I think for one thing.
How's it going, plumber? Good to have you in here tonight.
Hey, Steven, how's it going?
Hey, plumber.
Yeah, so you've either got acetone or MEK or I'm trying to think of the other thing that testers uses a lot of.
That's good to know. I got a whole thing of acetone sitting over there. I didn't know you could use that to glue.
What's that?
Acetone.
Yep.
Take care, Brian. Have a good
You
evening.
just have to be real careful with acetone.
The fumes from this.
Well, no, you have to be because it'll melt the plastic. So you have to be real careful with it.
So how do you get it to stop doing that?
Well, you just have to use a small amount. Basically, all of those solvents, that's what they do. They just melt the plastic.
Is that what that Plastruck stuff is?
Yep, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the tester stuff is will do the same thing. It just melts the plastic. That's why if you use too much, you'll find that it will take days to dry, or sometimes may not even dry at all. You'll get a real mushy joint if you.
That's what it uses. MEK. That's what it is.
MEK will, yep.
Yeah.
Now, these all things you could buy like at Home Depot and hardware stores.
Yeah.
And places
Yeah.
like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
It's a hell of a lot
Yeah.
cheaper.
It depends. Like I said, it depends on the material because that resin won't, or PLA plastic won't really glue well with those kinds of things. So you have to use super glue or something else.
But like say like on a regular kit, like a Walters kit or something
Yeah,
like that.
MEK, acetone, and then I can't think of the other chemical that testers uses in their glue. Uh, uh,
Check this out. He heard that the CO2 is what takes the bubbles out.
yeah.
And also heard that blowing on it works. He said he tried it. It works, but he said he almost passed out.
Yeah.
Well, damn, how many bubbles did you have?
Really?
You know, you can take a, well, you got to do it when it's still wet. So you can take a little bit of a break.
Have a good evening there, Mark. M&M Rails.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the. But there's another thing. There's another chemical that testers use, and I knew what it was, and I can't think of it.
Tree gum.
No, it's not tree gum.
Swamp water from Louisiana.
That's it. I'm trying.
Well, it's 8:01.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Time really went by when we're having so much fun.
Yeah.
It's a shame Tony didn't get to make it in here.
Yeah, I wish he had. Oh.
Yeah, I think in all the years we've all been doing this, I think once, maybe twice, we've all been on this thing together.
I know at least once. I don't know how many times we tried, even before you got into the group and Robert, we tried getting on who's Big Bill talking to, all four of us.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't work. I think me and Tony was the only one that made it that time. Oh no, it was me and Benny.
What's
Tony
Benny?
tried. but he
Anybody
didn't
talk
make
to Benny? That guy just
that-
disappeared.
it. Yeah.
See you, Steve.
All right. See you, Steve. Go paint something and watch the paint dry. You'll have fun. And Rob says it's time to take his bubble bath. He wants talking about bubbles. Cheerio, everyone. He says, take care, Rob. Pine tar, never get it off your car. Red clay. Man, that red clay is nasty.
Yep.
But they said it's a good undercarriage rust inhibitor.
I can see you doing that.
Well, I guess we'll end it here, gentlemen.
All righty. Well, we thank you all for joining us and listening to us carry on and make jokes of one another and
Yeah.
watch Davey eat and solder at the same time.
Yep.
You said I wasn't like a multitasker.
Yeah.
Talented.
So y'all take care. I will be next week. Good Lord willing. and we'll see you then.
All right.
God bless.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.